Hello guys, welcome to a online section on cyber security. So we have discussed many topics under cyber security in previous months in videos. So as the continuation of that, today we are going to see a new topic in cyber security concept that is called as a role of international law in cyberspace. Yes, come let's get into a video. Yes, sir. So first, let's recall what is a cyber law. So already we have known what is a cyber crime. If a crime is done by using any technology or any electrical device is called as the cyber crime, and we have a many protection system to protect ourselves from the cyber crime, which is called as the cyber security. So there is a different concept called cyber law, which is different from the cyber security. A cyber security which one it is used to protect us from the cyber crime, but whereas cyber law is the we are giving a punishment or making a penalty for the person who is doing a cyber crime. So this is called as the cyber law. So we'll see what is international laws available in cyber laws. So first we'll recall what is a cyber law. A cyber law governs cyberspace and digital technologies. The core areas covered, that is cybercrime, hacking, fraud, and identified theft, data protection regulations like GDPR and HAPA, key challenges like discussion in the borderless online environment. Cyber law versus cyber security. Law is the mandate, security is the practice. So, applicability of existing laws. What are the existing laws applicable in cybersecurity? The international community confirms that existing international law applies to state conduct in cybercrime. The discussion focus on of existing law applies to unique cyber activities, not if it applicable. This foundation includes the UNA character, which is essential for maintaining space and scalability. Two types of international laws available. So first one is the treaty law, formal agreements among states, and the next one is the customary international law, the general and consistent state practice. Next, the foundational principles of state conduct. What are the key principles in cyber domain? So the first one is the state sovereignty. A state retains exclusive authority over its territory, including its cyber infrastructure. So non-investigation. State must not core convince investors in the internal and external affairs of another state. Due diligence. State must not technologically allow their territory to be used for miscellaneous cyber attacks against others. So what are the international humanitarian laws available? Cyber operations in armed conflict. IHL, the law of armed conflict, applies to state cyber operations consisting an attack in a armed conflict. Core high HPL principles. The core principles of the IHL law is destination operations must target military objectives, avoiding civilian objectives. Proportionately, civilian harm must not be inclusive compared to the military advantage. Propagation on the use of force determines whether the state can respond with conventional force. What are the international corporations? They are dealing with the cyber laws, certain norms and scalability. Detector 30. Space Conventions on Cybercrime, that is in 2001, mandates domestic laws and calls the manual mutual assistance in processing cybercrime. Non-binding norms, soft law. States agree to norms of responsible behavior in peacetime to reduce the risk of conflict. Example, states should cooperate to mitigate the effects of miscellaneous ICT activity. State responsibility and response. State accountability. A cyber operations that breaches an international obligations and it's attributable to a state in an international wrongful act. Impose strict obligation on global data process. That is, these laws. These are the state laws. A state can employ countermeasures, not forceful actions, only against the affording state. Countermeasures must be increased and proportional to a injury suffered. Conclusion. International law is applicable to cyberspace, anchored by a UN character. Core principles like sovereignty, non-interventions, and due diligence guide state behavior. Challenges remain in attributes and defining the threshold for the use of force. The international corporations and development of norms are essential for scalability and peace. So these are the basic things of a cyber crime, and how to avoid a cyber crime by using a cyber laws. So every human should have a awareness of a cyber crime and the laws which they can prevent them from a cyber crime. Yes, thank you. You can refer these websites for more content. Thank you.